Glad you could join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Broncos head coach. They are really focused on getting their wide receiver the touches he needs to break that record today. As you know, he has a chance to make history with the conference record for receiving yards in a season. So he is going to be featured early and often in this opening script. We'll see if the quarterback and he can gain some chemistry here. I'll keep you posted on how that's looking as he chases history here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Beavers will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oregon State's offense will go on the attack first. And coming out now for the first time in this one is Eddie Freoff. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad. Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Fields the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the Boise State Broncos offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB, elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
They'll run him again. There he goes. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Rid of it on the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Broncos will hustle to the line. Makes the grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return. And the ball is loose on the return. Grabbed by the kicking team. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They've been hit with haymakers, down 21-0 and really needing to get a drive going here. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy, this offensive line and this coaching staff were...
Makes a grab and room to run. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Beavers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception. And the Beavers line up to punt it away.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know or if it's passed. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Sales went into the middle. He's got it! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Making the adjustment on the play.
Iron! Focus! Eagle! Jack! Eagle!
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. They're all over him, and he gets rid of it. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week, and getting good talent like snags it, and he's open. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The fake and wants to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The give to Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Gives him the big stiff arm. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off play action on first down. It's complete on the right side. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. Changing the routes with his receivers. To the air, it's Bailey. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. finds his target. And it's caught, and he is stopped short. You have to get past the marker on that route. Play action on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Follows his blocks. It's Alexander. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rush is on. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He takes it at the 45. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Great place to start for this offense. Sells the run, looking to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Straight ahead, it's Alexander. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Turns up, it's Alexander. Powers through the defender. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first. Under pressure. Unloads in the nick of time.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
They were all over it.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
Look out. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
They punted away on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Broncos sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. wide left, it's Johnson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, here's Brown. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
The Broncos have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run with Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Buys time to his left. Trying to bull his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. They'll try to run it with Brown. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off, and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Big guy smells it, and they will score. Touchdown, Boise State.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Still looking. And they got him for the sack. Had good protection for a minute. Tried to create a little more time, and the defense was there to stop him. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking deep. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Broncos sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. That's caught. It's Johnson. Shakes a man, and he might take off. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying.
Snags it, and there's running room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
and they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He's changing the play. Looking to throw again. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here's Brown. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, it's Alexander. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 38, odds to punt it away.
Trying to get started. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Holds on, it's Hawkins. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They'll send the back in motion. A give to Brown. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The hand to the running back. He's past the sticks. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on second down. Fires to the big fella. At midfield, he's got room. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great... on that one. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Drops back on first down. Throws it deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellows, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 6 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Catching up with Oregon State's head coach here to start the half. They have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions to make. I will keep you posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Rides to the back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Beavers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. On the return. Slips through the line. Touchdown Broncos! Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Danced his way through traffic, pick up for 4 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Racing to the right. Takes it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Durant. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. And the Beavers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the single back.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Might as well run him again. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Durant. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's past the marker, finding some room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Broncos! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Working the ground game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The Beavers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, the vibe down here on the Boise State sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little...
He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Broncos!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it. And he coughs it up inside the 20. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. He'll try to find a rhythm here. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Just barely got rid of it.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
This time on target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll ride him again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Durant. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. There he goes down the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Holly, what do you have?
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Broncos come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Broncos headed quickly to the line.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab, it's Hawkins. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Final opportunity in the regular season to shine up that Heisman Trophy resume. Here are the candidates, including a guy that we've got a really good look at in this one. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down will open up the final period. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Second and long here. Quarterback changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down to the air. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Broncos looking to convert on fourth down. Motion from the wideout. Got to make the play on fourth. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And here's the third interception of the night.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Going to the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Hand off for Brown. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Selling the fake. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Broncos. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Takes off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The running back has it. Turning it on. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Second down coming up. The corners are walked up tight. They're all over him. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. RPO complete to open the drive. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win.
And no surprise to see this guy just going off again, right? One of the best receivers in the entire country. Over 100 yards his last game out. He's got over 100 in this one. And this is why he's up for the Heisman Trophy here, guys, late in the year. It's what you do in the month of November that gets you remembered as a team, but also individually. He keeps putting performances like this together. We're going to see this guy in New York City.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
With the catch, it's Hawkins. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The pull and throw off the RPO. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Blasted as he lets it go. Gets rid of it.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Oh, pressure's coming. Rush is on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
There he goes. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On the move. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This is what an elite team